What's up, guys? My name is Jomel Socorro,
My name's Jarron Gaddis.
and we are the Wannabe Boo podcast, bringing the latest and greatest gaming anime news, reviews, and waifus for life. Welcome to episode 67.
We're getting close there, boys and girls. I mean, okay, I keep hyping it up every single time.
Well, I mean, we have to. It's literally like a few weeks there, so we might as well be hyped up for it.
True, but like, what?
What is it? Well, I mean,
What are we doing?
with HENTAIHAVEN back today,
Right.
today of all days, it's sort of premature to celebrate, episode 69. So, I don't know. I mean, if you guys have any ideas, you guys can shoot us a couple ideas for what to talk about on the 69th episode, right?
Right.
So, I mean, if they wanted to shoot us an idea, Jerome, where could they find us to shoot us any of those ideas?
You can find us on Facebook if you search WANNABEABOO on Facebook or Twitter, or you can listen to us on YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, the Stitcher app, Listen Notes, Google Play, or any other place that's picking up our podcast and RSS feed.
Nice. All right. So,
How was
and
your week, Miguel? Or Jomel?
pretty good. John, you don't really see it from your end, obviously, but I'm kind of like sparking it up here with a new kind of format here. So I've got the camera out right now, recording me doing the show. So, and I'm gonna play around with it, but I'm kind of doing like a Joe Rogan kind of style kind of thing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know how our podcasts are always kind of like, just our blanket like wannabe boo kind of cover there. So
Right.
I mean, I'll probably put like a little image of like a dildo or something next representing you when you talk, and then I'll have me speaking. So I'll see how this works out, but I'm kind of like spicing up the format a little bit for some needed refreshments, I guess.
Some a little different. Some a little visual.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
can jerk off to our beautiful, sexy faces.
Speaking of jerking off, this was coming out on Monday as well as after Mother's Day, I want to give you guys a shout out to you guys for a happy belated Mother's Day to all of you guys. So.
And sorry that your children are disappointments.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, well, yeah. It was either pull out or not.
I mean, even when you pull out, sometimes it's not enough.
True. But going back to answer your question, Drum, my week's been pretty good so far. It was actually quite a quick week. I'm still on the cosplay crunch right now, so I'm a little bit stressed out. Seeing is also that ASIN is pretty much this coming coming weekend. So, but other than that, it's been pretty slow for the most part.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. How about you? How's your week been so far?
Not too bad. I've been I don't know, actually it's been pretty standard. I've been trying to search for a new online endeavor.
Like porn or
No, like MMO or
I see.
MOBA. I mean, I've been playing League a lot.
Right. I mean, you could join. You could join me on Division 2. Follow me at PSN. I want to be a boo, by the way.
Yeah, but it's a bag.
I mean, we are bad people, Jarron. So
that's true.
I think
we don't have to give into the hate.
You don't give into it, but you kind of entertain it. You twiddle its noodle a little bit.
But you don't pay $60 just to twiddle a noodle.
No. I mean, okay. In defense of Division 2, Division 2 is actually quite a breathtaking. It's actually quite refreshing compared to the first division, because for the moment, for at least for me right now, whenever I jump into the game, there's so much to do that I find myself a little bit overwhelmed. And I'm kind of just like running around in DC and thinking like there's shit going on here, but main task is over there, but 15 other side quests are right there, but the collectibles over here too, and I'm like, I'll just shoot a deer just to calm my nerves.
Right.
But it was actually there's a lot to do. It's quite the whole system's a little bit more different too. They added a bunch of they've added specialized what is it, gun loadouts and all that stuff. Modding is more streamlined and um I mean, the only thing I haven't experienced yet is the Dark Zone, only because I'm kind of terrified of the Dark Zone.
Right.
Because I don't want to have to mess with other players.
PvP is spooky.
Yes, exactly. PvP is spooky and grieving is real.
Yeah.
But
your characters are ugly.
Is that the only thing that's making you hesitant about the whole thing?
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I know, right? If only we had like a modding community just like in Fallout 4, where they recently put out a waifu mod for Fallout 4. Did you see that?
And it's great. It's great.
It honestly is great. Oh my god. Like, I mean, I created a girl obviously for Fallout 4, but having that waifu addition to that waifu version of it, oh my gosh. It's beautiful.
An entirely new dimension to it. It just feels good.
I mean, I feel like it deletes a dimension, to be honest with you.
I mean,
the 2D-esque waifu-ness of the whole thing. So, but I mean, well, that was my short little review on Division 2, by the way. I mean, I find it pretty good, seeing as I'm a Day 1 Division 1 player, and comparing it to a Day 1 Division 2 player, completely. It's been they obviously had a lot of thought into the sequel. A much better outcome than Anthem. I'll say that much. Unfortunately.
Yeah, Anthem was just a fucking hot garbage fire.
Honestly, I mean, at this point, I'm even hesitant even buying it at like $20 if that even came to that. So even if they do end up planning to fix everything.
Right. I mean, I kind of want to play it because I'm pretty sure I said it before. I love video games where you can fly. And I do like the whole mech suit idea.
Right.
But like, it's gotta you gotta be able to do stuff. It can't be bad.
Honestly, well, let's see. I mean, didn't you have a Warframe account though? Or Warframe? Yeah, a Warframe account.
I play it every so often.
Okay. Is that not enough?
Every so often.
Is that not enough of an online endeavor for you?
It's not so much that it's not enough. It's just I was really into it for a long time. It was like, oh yeah, this game's great. I'm gonna play it all the time, every day.
Right.
And then my friend stopped playing it, so then, I played it by myself for a while, and then it just kind of lost its flair.
Is it like one of those things where it just makes it better with people around? Kind of deal?
Yeah, I mean, even if we're not in mission together, it's just to be able to talk about it.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I mean,
right now one of my friends is trying out Guild Wars 2. So I've decided to re-download it and play with them, but who knows how long he'll stay. We'll see.
How about one of those like anime-esque MMOs? Like what is it called? It's like one with like Phantasy
Star 2.
No.
Phantasy Star Online 2.
Well, it's not. That's not. Well, Fantasy's not the name. It's I'm gonna have to like look it up, but.
Well, remember what was his name? His or her name Antonio or something like that. They were talking to us about it, and I did a little research on it. And while I mean, it suffers from that what I call the dreaded "why can't anime games look great" curse. It's still like the general gameplay, just the feel of the world looked pretty good.
It's just
so
still
I kind
dead.
of thought about getting into that, huh?
It's just still pretty like dead, in terms of like environment.
No, well, I mean, I'm saying like dead in the sense that like it doesn't look the best. Like I've seen better, but like it's not bad by any means.
Oh, Kurtzspell. That's what I was thinking about.
Kurtzspell, yes. Yeah. I was hella interested in it until I heard it was like majority PvP.
Well, not really.
Tried to fuck over all the players.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know, to be honest. I haven't actually played it. I mean, I don't know if they changed anything. Cause I mean, there are PvP options. Like it's like a a jump in kind of thing. Like it's a mode. It's a play mode unless they change something.
It is a mode, but like the focus is on the PvP, not the PvE. Because
really?
the PvE is jump in, go fight a boss, and then
wow.
The
I
whole
was hope
point is in that game is to PvP, which
right.
isn't a bad thing.
No, but I feel like it can get
I mean,
tedious though, depending on who you are as a player.
well, I mean, kind of. I mean, if you have friends to play it with, then it won't be too bad. Because I mean, I pretty much refuse to play League by myself. I
Oh,
will only play it with friends.
you
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
play with
deal with that.
randoms.
Oh God, because
So,
like here's the thing: you can get tilted by yourself because the only person. I mean, obviously you can blame the other team, but like you don't have
right,
anybody to reflect off of.
right.
When it's your friends, you're just like, ah, shit, I'm bad, and I'm like, yeah, you are, and then you laugh.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's a lot more casual with people that you know.
Right, exactly. That's why I
Hmm.
don't want to play it otherwise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, until you find your own little online endeavor. We're gonna get into the hodgepodge of topics we'll be talking about this week. There isn't so much
Yeah.
a lot of like a single topic. We're kind of just like throwing the ball out there because we're still kind of like because I mean the season's still going.
I
I
think we
mean,
got episode 3.
yeah, we got
Oh
the
wait,
episode.
shit! How are we gonna do this?
What do you mean?
Wait, no, we already did episode 3.
Yeah, we did already. I think we
Right.
had. I think next week will probably be next week will be the ASIN podcast that I'll be doing.
Next week's ASIN
Uh,
podcast. Week after that's the 69 episode.
69. Is it? Oh yeah, it is 69 episodes. So we gotta
This is
we gotta do.
67.
Yeah. So the next time you and I do a podcast, it'll be the 69th episode.
Right.
So we gotta come up with something. We gotta come up with something pervy and something dirty for that week.
Right.
Um. But
Or we
and then
just talk about Christianity.
just Christian or what is it? Um. Jesus loves you. The podcast.
Yeah,
We'll make it into a faith, right at this point.
Yeah, that's what it'll be.
But until then, we essentially have 2 weeks to figure that out. But one of the things that I briefly mentioned, and I kind of want to talk about a little bit more now, is the fact that Hentai Haven, our boy, our savior, the holy Hentai Haven, no pun intended, is back live right now. Like if you go back to the Hentai Haven site, log on. Well, yeah, you will find that our humble site is back. But now without some technical difficulties right now.
Yeah, I guess they had to rebuild the site for whatever. I don't even know what happened, to be honest. Like I can,
Like the whole situation.
with a little research, you can probably figure out why the site went down initially. Though
I think we didn't we
can
talk
take
about
an
it
easy
like
guess.
brief. I feel like we did a week that we talked about it. To be honest,
I mean, yeah, we did talk about it, but I don't remember what the reason for it going down was.
was it funding? Mostly it was funding, no? Like just not being able to pay for it, and then well, I mean,
Right,
I
it was
one
fun,
of the,
right.
one of the things is I don't know if I think it might have been a rumor. So like one of the things was like one of the creators spend the money on a fursuit rather than the domain stuff, But I think that was just a rumor or something that people were just trolling about. But I know the main thing was like a funding issue, and they just wouldn't be able to financially keep up with the site. So,
Right.
but right now, as we all know, Faku stepped in, and I guess they became like a sponsor for Hentai Haven, or at least help facilitate it maybe financially to keep it running.
But I mean, I get it. Community wise, I get why, but like as a business stance, where Faku makes you pay for stuff. I mean, they have some free things, but it's like
Yeah.
Hentai Haven's
I-
is
I mean,
free.
are you worried about like a premium ship going on that could end up being
I mean, I'm
a
fine.
thing?
I'm fine with a premium thing. I mean, even Pornhub and what you
Oh,
call
yeah.
it, those have
The hamsters with the X,
premium
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
But I feel like you're having an issue, or like I feel like you're kind of concerned about something. With
It's weird that I mean, outside of just pure goodwill, which it's
Right.
great if it's just that.
right,
It's weird that a site that charges you to watch hentai helped out a site that does not charge you to watch it.
so you think there's like a underlying, what is it?
Some kind of
An alternative
situation.
motive? You think there's like an
If there was
alternative?
an alternative motive and they weren't just being nice, I don't know. I'm a little wary, but I'm hoping it was just based on the
Like
niceties.
kindness? I'd hope so. I
Kindness,
mean,
yeah.
surprisingly, and despite how trash we are, we're actually quite a warming community. When you, I mean,
Oh yeah, no,
if you cuddle
like
up with trash enough, you'll end up being really warm.
right. Well, okay, but then now I have to say,
Right.
anime fans are trash. But then hentai fans, I feel like it's not just trash. It's a little deeper than that.
Right.
Like, but I don't know. I mean, degeneracy is my go-to word.
Uh huh.
But like, is that enough to explain it?
The generosity of our of our
Of the hentai community?
I mean, Duran, when you have to like introduce that group as the hentai community, I mean, what can you expect out of the conversation after that?
It's just degeneracy. You're right.
Just kind of like like there that's as a hentai community, that's all you really. Those two words is enough to know exactly what you're gonna go into in terms of conversation and or a direction of where
You're right.
something is gonna be going towards.
You're right.
So. I mean, it's pretty good. I haven't looked up. I haven't actually logged on the site as of yet. I just know that there are a couple of bugs right now, because like, and I think tags right now you can't look for tags or look up tags because they're still working on the details for that. But it is up there.
Some of the tags works. Like if you go to the uncensored tag or anything like that, those work. But like the in depth one, like
Right. Is Lolly still not there
the,
anymore?
And I didn't really look. I'm pretty sure it's not. Actually, no. I'm gonna check right now.
I mean, the reason why I ask is not because of not because of an obvious reason, you fuckers. We've had a discussion about some time ago about censorship and like what is it?
Hashtag hentai for all.
Pretty much, you can't limit the creators due to a fictional moral compass.
Nope, it is not there.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, it was gone for long a while back, but
Shota's not here either.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's essentially what Shota is. It's pretty much like little boys in that case. I mean, again, this is not a really hot. This isn't a hot take episode for stuff like this, but again, the politics around that is just quite questionable. It's one of those situations where if you let them take one of those things away from us, it's gonna end up steamrolling into probably even more things than just tags.
It's definitely gonna steamroll real fucking hard, and I mean, it's not. I give it like 10 years,
and then we're gonna be in the middle of the hentai wars. That's that.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen.
Be fucking awful because as people become more, socially, become more woke, quote unquote. They're gonna like, hey, hentai's, that's not, that's offensive in every single way to my being. And I'm like, oh, fucking.
Yeah, right. You're abusing the octopi into forcing them into phallus-shaped moments to penetrate a man.
Trying to make it poetic.
Yes. Well, no, it's like I feel like at this point, even again back in the conversation we had way back. I mean, one of our hot takes we did on Patreon was like the UN stepping in with the depictions of child pornography, especially with like coming out toward like drawn work or fictional drawn work, like for example like with doujinshis and all that good stuff.
Right.
So and also with Article 13 passing in Europe in Article 7, I think.
Get fucked Europe, like
so
damn.
The entire EU is not getting any hentai anymore, from what it seems like. So I think we're actually closer to the hentai wars. We're probably gonna end up getting to the hentai wars sooner than you think.
Oh no, I'm sure.
We're gonna live through that, and we're gonna
100% sure.
Tell the children about the Ahigo trenches and
the Ahigo trenches. You right.
And then like the tentacle warfare and all that good stuff. Oh god,
it's just sad to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, can't we just chill out and like jerk off? Literally, just jerk off. Just go out and do something nice for yourself.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's just a simple argument. Because I mean, I don't know how deep we want to go into the topic again right now. But like,
we'll
This
a
is
little
how
bit
I
and then
feel
we'll
about it.
transition.
If it's not hurting anyone, it shouldn't. You shouldn't care.
Mm-hmm. And if anything, you're
Just
hurting the
like
artists themselves in terms of
right,
their own like livelihood as well. Unless you think
right.
unless you think artists of that nature are wrong for um, monetizing off of explicit imagery of such beings, quote
I
unquote.
mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm kind of fed up with it. I mean, as long as there's nothing develop, I can't. Again, I want. I mean, hashtag hentai for all. There really isn't any need to limit drawn depictions of explicit content. Drawn
You
again.
really don't, because
Emphasis
it's
on
a drawing. It's
drawn.
like it's not gonna fucking.
Exactly. Insert SpongeBob meme. Calm down, son. It's just a drawing. You
Right.
know. I don't know, but I don't want to sour the mood right now because we can do that some other week. But
But
mentioning
Hentai Haven is back in
yes.
almost full swing once they get their tags working. Because I checked a couple of them, none of them work.
Oh really? Okay.
Well, no, okay, all right. So like the vanilla ones work.
Oh, of course you gotta have vanilla. That's like staple of like culture, hentai culture right there.
So like you can go licking, hand job, boob stuff. All
Mm-hmm.
that'll come up.
Okay, so
Actually, hold on,
no
let me see. Maybe
the normal shit. Unless tentacles already like running too.
tentacle. I already tried tentacle. It's not. It. You can't
Oh really?
search it
Okay.
immediately.
Mm.
Let's see if I can.
You know, I've always wanted to know how that works. How hentai sites or how porn sites even work in terms of archiving all that stuff.
I mean, there's a couple people that say, "All right, this happens in this one. This happens in this one." It's the same way we tag the videos. You just watch it,
I mean, I kind of
determine what's in it.
well, not just that, but like I'm not just that, but like the back end. I'm really curious about like the back end of like stuff like this. I mean, maybe it's probably just simple as like like a video sharing site,
Yeah, it's
but
video
it's
sharing. I mean, I don't know how you how you dodge the legality of it. Like I don't know.
well,
That's a whole other subject.
what legality are you trying to dodge here with hentai? It's not real people. That's the
Uh,
thing. The legality
no
would be
legality, as in you're taking a product that you're supposed to pay
oh
for
right,
viewing
yeah,
and giving it to people for free.
something. It's the same thing with like streaming sites, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the same. That kind of like that concept. You're right. Hmm. I mean, I don't know on too many hentai studios that really care about the kind of stuff as much as
I
like
mean, no, they care because they lose profits because of it. Though
uh,
some say because because people
like
take it advertises it, so people are more inclined to buy it, which I
yeah.
guess makes sense. But like, I don't
There
know.
is some argument to that. I mean, I love to actually interview somebody in the industry, in the hentai industry, on how, what their view is. You hear that?
Hmm.
Nihon, anyone in Japan out there that wants to talk about how, the hentai industry works, hit us up for an interview because we are curious. I'm kind of curious because I don't know. Because again, I haven't seen. It's kind of like like you see how Funimation or like anyone else, any big, not just not Funimation, but like other big studios don't care about that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't see a lot of hentai like produced studios kind of get on top of like streaming sites, you know. So I'm kind of
Hmm.
curious. I'm kind of curious on how they deal with that kind of stuff.
Right.
If that's even an issue for them, or like you said, maybe just they know it's gonna happen, so they might as well take it as free advertising in a sense, and then kind of hope that people kind of buy into it.
I mean, I guess. I mean, that makes sense, but like, who can really say until you actually talk to them?
Yeah. So again, we are open for an interview. Anyone out there in the good old land of Japan, or even here, I
Or
don't
even
know.
if you're not from it, you just understand how it all works.
Yeah, to be honest, if you understand how it all works, please hit us up. We will be open to interview and just discuss about logistics and legalities of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, but can I shift over the topic here for a little bit? As you all know, ASIN or Anime Central 2019 is right around the corner. Literally, it's going to be this coming weekend. So I will be there. Unfortunately, John will not be there in person, but he will be with us in Hentai Spirit.
Right.
So, but I am gonna be doing a live show there. Gonna be talking about some topics with a good old friend of mine. Well, both John and I I have a both mine and Jarron's good friend from like high school, and I think Jarron, you've known Marcel longer, haven't you? Past high school or no?
Actually, yeah, I knew him since middle school.
No, there you go. Yeah. So he's gonna be taking he's gonna be taking the spot of Jarron as our guest speaker for that day. So look out for that. But what I do want to talk about is since ASIN. I mean, not just ASIN. ASIN is one of many cons that's going to be happening this summer, this coming fall, this coming winter, even. And
All the
what do you
fucking
pack?
time.
Exactly. So what do you pack? Like, How do you prepare for such a big ass event like cons? Like even whether the con is big like ASIN or small like Daisho or like Katsu. Well, no, Katsu is pretty huge. But what do you prepare for stuff like that? You know, for
I mean, deodorant first things first.
I've been like seeing a bunch of those posts on Facebook, and I mean, I get it. It's honestly a solid reminder. But there's always that one person that like tries to like moralizes it, like, let's try to be nicer to our funky guests, you know.
Look,
Like we know they smell, but you shouldn't give them too much shit for it apparently.
look.
Not too much
There are
shit.
people that have like what would you call it, physiological problems where they sweat
Yeah.
more,
I
or
mean, that's
they
like
just
I'm
have
one of those people.
naturally bad BO because of whatever reason.
Yeah, genetics.
And I get it. It's rough. It's fucking hard. You know, but I was reading through a thread of this on some Facebook page, and someone rose a good point. You
Mm-hmm.
know, what causes the bad smell from sweating is the bacteria that fucking eats it.
Right.
So as you wash yourself after you sweat,
No bacteria to eat, or no bacteria for shit to eat.
right, you don't smell like a fucking gym bag. Now I get it, like you're at the con all day, you're gonna get sweaty by the end of the day, whatever. I'm
Right.
not. No one's saying that uh, if I'm like right behind you and I smell you and you don't smell the best, like I'm not complaining there. It's like when I'm 5 people away from you and I can smell you. That's the problem.
Yeah, you're not
If you
wrong.
if you bomb the room with your funk, that's when it becomes a problem. Personal space BO is one thing. Room BO is bad. You
So bring
shouldn't
soap.
walk past me and I fucking want to kill myself.
Like you passing shouldn't be an act of crop dusting just by
Exactly.
pure existence.
Just by pure existence. There are methods. I mean, even just deodorant won't help. It would take 15 minutes to, all right, maybe 30 minutes to go upstairs to your hotel, take a quick 15 shower, and then come back. Yes, you
Mhm.
miss your panels, but like
Well, I mean, that's why you gotta
it's
plan
a
stuff out
community
though.
event. Right.
Yeah, community event that plan stuff. So yeah, bring soap, or make sure that people you're rooming with do bring soap as well, just in case you forget
Right.
yours. And
I mean,
it's like
just shower in the morning. That's all you really got to do.
yeah, I mean, get up a little bit extra early. Despite maybe staying up 4 a.m. or no, if you're gonna be up late anyway, you might as well shower during that 4 a.m.
Yeah,
spree.
there you go. Bam. Quick
You
shower.
know, because if you're literally not doing anything but like lobbying up in the lobby, and kind of just drenching in your own weeb juice, you might as well go up, take a quick shower since you're up already. And then
Right.
if you want to sleep, you can sleep. But at least you'll be clean. You'll be ready to go in the morning. You'll be ready to walk around with everyone else and not have to bother people with such stench and or odor
Which
depicting
such
from
stank.
yourself. I mean, I personally don't mean it any offense, but Durrani,
Wash your ass.
as Tariq Nasheed once said, "Wash your ass."
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, do you not know it's Tariq Nasheed?
I did not.
You look up
That's
look up
fucking
the
hilarious.
you should look up that song. It's actually on the song. It should be up on YouTube. So it's Tariq Nasheed, "Wash Your Ass." It's hilarious. Um, but yeah, bring soap. As like Jarron just said, we just kind of talked about it. We're not trying to be mean. We're just trying to give you the reality check of what happens when you don't shower at like a place that congregates a lot of people in one
Right.
space. So
Uh,
rather you had give
And,
us shit than you smelling like shit,
right.
right?
And now I do agree with the whole thing. Don't fucking like literally shit all over him for it.
Yeah.
You know, I I'm sure they know that they smell. You don't have to make
Like,
them feel like the worst person on the planet,
yeah,
but
don't crucify them
if
right on the spot.
don't crucify them. But at the same time, you have every right to call someone out and say, "Hey, you need to go take a shower." You don't have to say, "Hey, you smelly fat piece of shit." You don't have to do all that. Just say, "Hey, you reek. You need to go take a shower."
Yeah, like even if you just like say it that way, it's perfectly fine. And well, is it though? I don't know. I've always been the kind of like the moral kind of guy that kind of steps away from smelly people. I didn't actually take the time to actually say, "Yo, you smell," and then walk away. You know, that's never been
Well,
me. I
because
kind of just walked
well,
away passively, passive aggressively.
it's a it's a hard thing to do. Definitely, I'm not saying like that. People have always have that ability, especially at a con where everyone's fucking awkward.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's true. Well, awkward in a different kind of
but
way.
right, but like if you get called out for being smelly, don't be surprised if you
Hmm.
know you are.
Honestly. But adding on to that kind of packing list. So
Toothbrush, obviously.
oh yeah,
I mean the obvious
toothbrush.
shit, obviously.
Yeah, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that good stuff.
Bring
Cologne,
your
I
own,
guess.
yes. Bring your own alcohol.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. Is that even? I mean, should that even be addressed, or is that, or does it have to be addressed, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, you need if look. Half the people that go to cons are fucking inebriated in some way.
Right.
I'm not saying you should do any illegal anything.
Right. Obviously,
You shouldn't. But if you are, make sure you're with friends.
in a controlled
And if you're going
environment.
to the rave or anything like that, make sure you're surrounded by friends that are a couple friends that are at least sober. So if something happens, you can pull out. You know, they can try to take command of the situation.
Hmm. And by the way, we're not at all facilitating any kind of
No,
unwanted activity. Just
if you
drink
are doing
responsibly.
it, be careful.
Drink responsibly and be responsible. That's what we want to
Right,
project in terms of a message for the usage of alcohol or any other kind of like substance of that kind.
right.
So, but I didn't know bring your own liquor was a thing. I mean, people do it,
Yeah.
but I
Well,
don't
I mean, where
think
else are you gonna get it?
you can room hop. I mean, I've never
Yeah, you
seen
can,
people
but then
do
you'll
it.
be that asshole.
Well, if you're
Hey,
yeah,
you got beer?
eh,
Because they brought their own drinks. That's what I said. Bring your own fucking drinks.
yeah, and really, and this goes along with what Jarron was talking about too. Stay kind of keep it controlled. Like let's not go wild and do
Yeah,
crazy
don't
shit.
get fucking smashed.
Unlike Day
Like,
Zero,
don't
we don't need that. I
like
mean,
if you're in a room party, I guess maybe.
well, I mean, you're in a controlled area. You're not like walking around in public. So yeah, it's keep it casual, keep it mellow. You know.
And then if you're having an orgy, then I mean, I don't, whatever the
Yeah.
drunk conduct is for it.
Mm,
But like, just don't look. The hotel staff do a lot. They know they have to deal with you fuckers every fucking year.
honestly,
Go easy on them.
yes, because that's definitely something that needs to be considered, seeing that most of you will be there from day zero and on to like that Sunday
Right.
or that Monday. So, if you guys are bringing cosplay though, for those of you who do cosplay, like people like me, plan out
Hmm.
just make sure you plan out all that good stuff.
No, it's too
Um,
late now.
well, I mean, plan out.
There's no
Well,
planning.
I'd hope you would. I mean, for people like you, for people like me that's gone through cosplay crunch, I already have a system of how to transport my cosplay. But make sure you transport you guys' cosplay like quite in a neat package. I know some people have like separate suitcases for all that stuff, for all the wigs, wardrobe, shoes.
Oh, that's what you meant. I got
Yeah, just packing packing the cosplays in an orderly fashion. Um, keeping it neat, keeping it tidy, keeping it all together. But tying into everything too, even tying back to like showering and all that shit. If you also have a solid plan when it comes to like what you want to do at the con, then you pretty much have a good idea of what you can do, what you can do during like spare moments. Like for example, ASIN puts out a guidebook, and a guidebook from the guidebook app, which I use, which is essentially just an electronic version of the guidebook that they give out every year.
it. Hmm.
But if you know, I mean, if they usually, I think they usually bring it out like even before day 0. So it's pretty much ready for people, coming into the con. So I
Right.
do highly suggest you guys kind of plan out your days. Let's not be strict and like be like timely, but have a good idea where you want to go, what you want to do, and utilize that kind of planning to like see, if you have open times or like showering or putting on a roll of deodorant or something or spraying a few cologne shots on top of you. Um, what else? Um, yeah, I think that's generally what I wanna talk about. For that specific thing, because plus it's also convenient too. The app is on your phone, so you can just literally just take your time. You can also bookmark events and it'll actually remind you when those events are gonna start. So again, if you got nothing to do and you stank, at least go back to your room, quick 15 half-hour shower, rinse, lather, repeat, and then go back down for such events and or panels and whatnot.
Right. I mean, I get it if you're like me, where you take like damn near hour-long showers,
Oh yeah.
especially in hotels where the bathrooms are really nice. I
Oh, do
get
you?
it. Yeah, because I mean, it's
Yeah,
the
they
whole
are.
thing with being lonely and
I mean, I don't know you. What I mean, if you were, I wouldn't think you'd be in the room by yourself, would you?
no, lonely is in it's just overall.
Oh,
You
okay.
take warm showers because you like to feel the warmth on you.
I never thought of it that way. I should probably start doing that.
Yeah. But fuck, what was I saying?
Showers, planning out stuff.
Plan out, do your showers. I mean, just you showers don't take as long as you think they do. You can just fucking go through them. Just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it, please, for everyone else and
Now,
for yourself.
another thing I do want to. Now, another thing I do want to add on to this packing list is bring some nice clothes. Like that's sort of a weird thing, but like, actually, I was having this conversation with Marshall, right, Jarron?
Mm-hmm.
And how like you obviously want to bring like a spare thing of like walking clothes, for everyday stuff if you're not wearing cosplay. But it's not bad. It wouldn't be bad to like dress up a little bit, like for me, like how I dress. I dress fairly clean, right? Fairly like nice and all that good stuff, right?
Right.
I was having this conversation with Marshall saying that he doesn't want to look nice by default. Like it's kind of like he doesn't want to look normy when in normal clothes. I guess if that's a like, well,
Okay.
that's a thing apparently. Like he didn't want to he doesn't want to walk around in his J's or like just kind of like with like his nice shirt on or his like just nice pants. He doesn't want to look like he doesn't belong at the con, even though he has a badge on. And I'm like, I
I mean,
think if do you is I don't mean I don't find that to be a problem just because like why not like kind of dress up and be like the cool guy that happens to like anime just as much as everyone else in the room or
I
depict it as that
mean,
or dress nice. I don't know. This is sort of a thing because I'm like, 'cause me personally, I like to just be able to look presentable, and
uh-huh.
it doesn't really matter what environment it is, whether it's where I work, whether it's going to a burger joint, whether it's even going to the gym. I want to be able to at least present myself in a comfortable yet presentable way. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't find it to be a problem. I don't know. What's your opinion on on this conversation?
I mean, I think I get what he's going for with uh like looking like a normie at the con, but at the same time, like you I mean, maybe it's shallow or something like, but you're going to a con. There's going to be a lot of like, cuties there. You don't want to look like fucking shit the whole time.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
when
I no go on.
hey, you don't want to just t-shirt jeans like hey, can I get a picture? You walk up all smooth like you look good. Yeah, that's great.
Or just being presentable, but like you don't look bummy,
Right.
despite having all the fun and all that stuff. But you gotta like stay relatively clean, like not just by hygiene, but also like dress wear. Whether and again, and that's based on whatever style you have. If you rock your style, rock it. But don't
Right.
don't you you don't
Don't
have
limit yourself.
yeah, you don't have to limit yourself. You don't have to like half-ass an outfit for the day if you just want to walk around. I mean, own it, girl. Shit, I would rather have you be comfortable and just be able to like enjoy walking around the con and also be able to like feel pretty look pretty good in general. Because I mean we probably don't think about that kind of stuff. Obviously, because there's more important things like con figurines, panels, and all that good stuff. But
Right.
I don't know. It's sort of like these kind of things that kind of like these habits that kind of get into that you kind of just get into, even outside of a con, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So like even just rocking like a waifu T-shirt, that's like if you own it, yeah, sure, go on and do it. Just make sure it's not covered in vodka stains and or whatever bodily fluid that was recently on that. But keep yourself clean, keep yourself tidy, and rock the showroom. What was it? Rock the dealer's room.
Yeah.
Oh, and make sure that they're washed too. Make sure the clothes you bring are also clean.
Yeah. You gotta make sure they're clean. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
No,
I feel like
that's
I
not
feel like it's
negotiable.
obvious. Yeah, I feel like that's an obvious thing too. Like if you're bringing clothes
You would
over,
hope it'd be obvious.
really? Oh man, I have way too much hope for humanity, in general.
You do.
I'm a naive fool, but that's what makes me
You
the
are,
hopeful one.
but it's okay.
That's okay. That's why I have
Exactly.
you. You're my ground, and I'm
Yeah.
the what is it? It's a saying. It's kind of like I'm like the dreamer, and you're the one that grounds me when I get too far high or when I get too high. That kind of thing. There's a thing. There's a saying to that.
I think I get. I don't know what you're saying, but I think I get it.
Yeah, you keep me from getting too carried away.
Right.
Whether it's like being hopeful and or getting too excited about something. I don't know. Point is, if you want, I'd encourage it. Bring your best outfit when walking around the con. You're gonna be at a convention where a bunch of people are there. I mean, I don't want to be the one to say it, but I mean, if you want to like find some new friends as well as find some new friends, then you
Right.
gotta look
You
your
wanna
best, right?
find some new friends.
You wanna look your best, right?
Right.
Exactly. So I know,
It's
yeah,
not gonna happen otherwise. I mean, it might, but like,
it might. I don't know. I
why
like to
not
find
increase your chances?
exactly. Present yourself with an open aura of saying, "Hey, what's up, guys? I want to be your friends," or "What's up, ladies? I want to be your friend."
Right.
I guess.
And for fuck's sake, get rid of the goddamn fedora.
Oh, by the way, I want to make sure this is clear. Make sure it's consent is a big thing too. Let me be straight about this run again. It's about this situation, about this whole thing right then and there. Again, we're all there to make new friends. We're all there to have some fun, but you want to make sure that everybody is in agreement when it comes to activities, right?
Right. Exactly.
So I want to stress that.
Whether it's touching, hugging, any kind of contact needs to be
Yeah.
pre-talked about and aware that it's happening.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not be shitty to each other. Let's just have some fun, be casual, and just not cause any problems for anybody.
Right.
We're all there for the same reason. We're all there for the same figurines. Why not just collect them all together and then do it again the next year, right?
Right. Precisely.
What other than that, in terms of packing list, water, stay hydrated because liquor is not a
No
reliable source of
alcohol.
hydration.
No alcohol. That's all you need.
Really? So was it? You dip you pour vodka into your ramen noodles and then you warm that up.
God, that would be awful. That would legit just be the worst thing.
You know what, Jarron? I think I might have just come up with a new video for Asen. You think I should kill myself and do that?
That's a lot of vodka. That is a lot of vodka.
That is a solo cup full of vodka. To be honest, soaking in noodles.
Yes.
Can you microwave liquor? I don't think it's safe. Doesn't it become a combustible material, or does it become unlethal when you heat it up? Like liquor, not like wine, but like hard liquor. Because some cooking wines you can cook that shit, but hard liquor, I don't think you can warm that shit up. Can you?
Well,
And drink it?
you.
I don't know anything about the science.
I don't want to say yes because I don't want to say just go fucking try it and then you burn your house down. can you boil
Vodka.
vodka?
Oh God, what am I getting
Because
myself
I feel
into?
like here's the thing: if you can do it in a controlled situation, you don't have to put it on like in the microwave. You can put it like on a stove to test it.
Well, we're not on a
Like
stove
you
though.
can.
Oh, I get it
I
though.
mean,
Yeah.
just to test it, because if you
Right.
put it in
Right.
the microwave, it'll achieve effectively the same effect.
Right. Right.
So, uh,
So can we? I mean, you're my research guy, right? You're my research guy right now,
I'm
looking that
I'm
up.
uh, well, because the other thing is, it might just get rid of all the fucking.
Like the actual alcohol content of it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So it'll be just like warm potato juice
Eh, eh, eh,
soaked in like some chicken flavor ramen noodles. Oh God.
mm,
You know what,
no.
Jarron? I may try that. Just for the views and just for this fucking community. I
Do it for the
will
content.
do it for the content. I will try to eat a cup of ramen noodles using vodka as my water base, as my soup base.
Oh
Pray,
God.
please pray for me and my stomach.
Oh, God. Because here's the thing. Here's the
Hmm.
thing.
Right,
Vodka's not cheap, so like you buy it and you put it in the cup and you heat it up, and let's say it doesn't burn shit down.
right. So
You
it just burns even more.
you well, here's the thing. You're wasting money if you don't eat it.
How much is a ramen cup? 70 cents.
That's a lot. Yeah,
It's
I'm not
70
talking about the fucking
cents.
rum. I'm talking about the vodka.
Oh
It's a
well,
lot of vodka in that cup.
I mean, if I'm willing to risk it, I think I'm willing to risk. What is that? That's probably like a $50 shot. Cause
Yes.
like $50 worth of shots in that one ramen noodle cup,
I'm
probably.
gonna tell you that's gonna be fucking gross.
But
And
it's okay.
don't eat. If you're gonna do it, just eat the noodles. Don't drink it, because that's again a lot.
That is a lot. I may get. I mean, if I find out that's a way for me to get even more fucked up, like in terms of being drunk, I will let you know.
It That's because it's a fucking shit ton of vodka. That's a
That is
cup of vodka.
that is just a shit ton of vodka.
Like
Maybe I'll do tequila. Tequila is a lot smoother. I
no, it's worse.
No, it's
It might
smoother.
be smooth. It might be smoother, but it still tastes like ass.
And
Well, I guess
the ramen noodles will
no, it
mask
won't.
the
No, it won't. It won't mess shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna taste like salty ass.
it's gonna taste like ace and ass. Is that what it's gonna taste
It's
like?
gonna taste like straight up ace and ass.
Oh my God. You know what, Jerome? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it just for the content, just for you guys
Fucking
out there. Oh,
sweaty fedora neck beard.
like
Hasn't showered since
neck
the
beard
fucking
sweat contracted from the
weekend
fucking.
before. Looking at a
Ah,
cosplayer with big titties, sweaty ass. That's what it's gonna taste like.
well, I will confirm with you if that tastes like that.
Oh, God,
I may be ruining my palate this weekend, but
you will be. It's gone. That's ugh.
no coming back from that. I will let you know though. I will be the first to, because I've seen that meme go around, but like
Hmm.
I don't think everyone's been stupid enough to really try it. But I guess I'm gonna be that one guy that tries to do it. I haven't seen anyone try it, so maybe
Hmm.
I'll do it firsthand and then give you guys my rapport on that, and hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I didn't just destroy all my taste buds at that moment.
I'm
I probably
telling
would.
you are.
I mean,
That ain't gonna be fun.
if I ever tell someone I know what ass is, I know what ass tastes like, I'll probably just reference that,
Hmm.
just that. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes. But in accordance to that, what's your take down on bringing food?
Yes, because one,
Well, going out's expensive, to be
the
honest.
restaurants around Asen or one are expensive and they're hard to find if you've never been there before.
Yeah, and like, especially like the hotel ones, and then the hotel partnered restaurants next to them. Because I know there's a couple steakhouses around the area. There's like a little cafe, looks like a little cafe burger place, and then the Hyatt also has its own little cafe area. But that's gonna be expensive as shit.
Yeah, so bring nothing wrong with bringing a horde of sandwiches. They will last you 3 days.
Yeah, though there's a mini fridge in those hotel rooms, right? I mean, what kind of
That
sandwiches
gets a
though?
little tricky because I don't know if like opening it adds like $50.
I thought it was only just like removing stuff from those fridges does. Oh no, they're pretty empty. They're not like mini bars.
Oh,
I
well
don't I
then
don't
yeah,
think there's
go
been a
for it.
mini bar.
I mean, you can ask the people. I mean, even so, you can fucking leave a sandwich as long as it's wrapped up. It's not
Well,
gonna fucking.
make sure it's not that kind of sandwich that will get bad or being left out. Like PB and J,
Oh yeah,
easy. Have like literally a duffel bag full of those, and you'll be fine for the next 72 hours.
right.
Or it can be like me. One year I brought a shit ton of canned food. Like canned ravioli, canned spaghettios, canned spaghetti. You know. Now, granted, they are high in sodium per can, and will probably cause you like high cholesterol, diabetes, and probably a higher risk of heart condition. Of a higher
Yeah,
risk of a
but
heart
it's for
condition.
one weekend. It's okay.
That one weekend just took out 30 years of your life, possibly more. But
You're fine.
yeah, so canned food is really good. If you're from the military, MREs are actually quite handy and really useful. Just make sure you get the good ones,
Fucking-
not the shitty ones.
We're deep in the trenches of the con. You got your MRE, yeah.
Guys,
Fucking-
guy, Lieutenant Weeb over there is fucking making lasagna with a fucking heat pack. It's like heating up his fucking lasagna using one of those like compression heat pads.
God,
They work.
that's
They really
so-
do work.
I mean, do what you got to do. If you can get your hands on some MREs, sure. But
Like,
like,
they're quite inexpensive. Just don't make sure you don't get the shitty ones. Like some of the veggie ones are terrible. Spaghetti is really good. Chili, it's okay. So I think I've had chili,
I mean,
and
you can just eat canned chili.
you can just eat canned chili. I don't know. I think
Just
that'll
look-
be really flat though. To be honest, like
I mean, it will be, but like, here's the thing, people. Here's a little secret. You can eat canned foods right out of the can.
you could.
It just won't taste great.
Yeah, because you
but
get
it's
some
already
aluminum.
cooked.
Yeah, it's already cooked. It's just kind of cold-ish,
Yeah.
and then you'll have that aluminum taste to it because it's been in the can for like its entire life cycle.
Right.
Yeah, and make sure. I mean, if you guys are gonna do the canned food route, make sure you get the ones with the little, snap top ones. I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise you can carry around a can opener. I guess add that to your packing list. If you have canned food at home that doesn't have the little toppers, grab a can, steal your mom's like can opener and slap it in the bag and just roll with that for the next 72 hours.
Right.
But or you can do what Jarrell and I did for DaishoCon. We actually prepared some meals. Like we prepared like a big old pantry, or no, a big old Tupperware full of like just pasta, so we can carbo
What?
load at the con. Yeah,
Yeah. Or why not adobo?
actually yes. For you Filipinos out there, adobo by itself. It's like the curry of Japan. It'll keep and keep as long as there's still shit inside of it. So cook that on day 0. Shit will keep up until
And
that Monday morning.
And then just have like 5 like full things of rice.
Honestly, just make sure you pack or bring a rice cooker. Honestly, John, you had
Just bring
you-
the yeah, you
yes, yeah, bring the rice. That's what we did. That's what we did one year. We brought the fucking rice cooker out there and just started cooking rice. We had a small 6-pound bag of like a white horse, and then just started filling that shit up every time we ran
could.
out.
There you go. You
So-
can weave it up real hard. Get yourself just eat rice the whole weekend.
Get some miso soup packets, tofu. Have a whole fucking cooking show in that damn hotel room. But no, yeah, we did prepare some meals though before we left. Like we made a shit ton of pasta for carbo loads and all that stuff. One weird thing we did. It was a different trip.
Mhm.
We packed hot dogs, like boiled hot dogs, and then buns. So
Yeah, that
You know.
works.
hot dog, like Chicago hot dogs on the go.
Right.
And then just bring the relish and all that, ketchup, mustard, all that good stuff. Though I do have to remind you guys, in terms of like accessible like stuff like microwaves, I do know for a fact that the Hyatt does not provide microwaves in the rooms. So
Mm.
if you do want to, let's say, want to heat up any kind of food, you want to have to bring your own microwave. Just letting you guys know. Now, add a little bit more to that packing list. But if you want warm shit, and you happen to be staying at the Hyatt, you definitely need to bring a microwave because there's no other way for you to warm up your food unless you want to leave it out on the balcony or in the sun somewhere and try to heat it up that
I
ratchet
fucking
way.
guess you can do that, but like,
I mean, that's what else.
don't forget about it.
The pigeons will start going at it when you leave.
I mean, even if they don't, you don't want that shit to start rotting.
You start creating his own micro society as you come back to take a shower.
Right.
Oh God, that is terrible. But yeah, that's definitely something that needs to be considered, especially if you're staying at the Hyatt. I mean, luckily for me, I'd learned my first time started staying. Cause I've been going to Ace for like 7 years, I think. And then only like maybe 4 years ago, I started staying at the hotels and whatnot. It's always been the Hyatt because, I mean, I like being at Ground Zero, you know.
Right.
So, but the Hyatt does not have any microwaves. So I was given prior knowledge of that, which is good because we have an old microwave here that we don't really use.
So you get their room service.
Wait, what do you mean?
They do it so you get the room service.
What the?
Hyatt.
Oh, well, I don't order room service. Do you?
No, I'm saying they don't have microwaves probably because so that you have to get room service.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. It kind of forces you to like eat their food, order from their food, you know. Yeah, that's actually the one. After thinking about it, that's definitely probably the reason why they don't offer that kind of stuff. Don't give you enough resources to like cook your own food, so you kind of have to buy their own food.
Right.
That's smart. Yeah, that's quite
Real
smart of
business
them.
practice, but effective.
Yes, really effective. I mean, it's already effective enough for them hosting ASIN every goddamn year.
Yeah, that's true.
With the partnering hotels around the area. What else here on this big old packing list? Oh, this is very minor, but bring slippers. Like, I have legit forgotten to bring slippers every fucking year I've stayed in hotels. And I don't know what you mean. I don't mind shoes, but I want to slip into something comfortable if I'm going to be walking around 2 a.m. in the morning looking for ice. I don't know. That's something. It's just something comfortable. Like, slippers, Crocs. I don't know, anything that's like a comfy pair of like slip-ons or something to just walk around in. If you're not fucking around in the lobby or just in cosplay, kind of just walking around and crap. Just because some floors can be dirty and weird if you don't want to go in with shoes. And socks, unless you have slipper socks, that you step on something painful, it'll be painful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, that's not. I would argue that's not one of the biggest ones to.
Really? I don't know. That's always been something.
You'll probably be wearing your shoes most of the time.
Well, yeah, but what if I don't want to wear shoes? What if I want to slip onto some fluffy slippers and walk around the floor just for shits and giggles? I don't do that in shoes.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that in shoes, Jarron. Well, I guess. I don't know. That's a minor thing to some people, but it's a big thing for me. I have to remember to bring slippers. Yeah, I have to remember to bring some slippers. Mm-hmm. I thought there was something else important that is part of this package.
Condoms. Bring condoms.
Yes. Bring condoms
you might
for.
Get lucky.
Bring condoms.
If you already know how to get lucky, bring condoms.
Now, for disclaimer, bring condoms for of-age consensual activities. Mm-hmm. Just making sure I put it out there, Yep. Please, have it be under those conditions. Just putting it out there. We don't need anything bad to happen for anybody. So, but yeah, bring some condoms of your size. So should I bring more to share, or just?
Yeah, I mean.
But the guys and the girls, right?
No one's gonna be upset if you give them a condom.
Yeah, it's kind of like looking out for you in a sense. Right. Just make sure there's no hole in it.
Right.
If you're receiving
expiration date and stuff like that.
If you're receiving one, yes. It's such an odd thing for me to recommend because I'm a virgin. So
That's okay.
yeah, it's okay. I've accepted my monk lifestyle already. So I am but a tranquil human being, relieved of carnal desires, Jarron.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
I'm a corrupted monk from Sekiro, awaiting my vengeance upon the player.
Yep.
But still a
Yep.
monk, nonetheless. Still a monk.
Yep. Still walking around, just ready to pounce on the first thing that fucking moves.
No, but I don't have a clean soul. The cleanest soul of all the monks, I guess you'd say.
Okay. All right. You want to say that?
Yes, I'm gonna stick with that story, and it's on the record.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
As you say.
and most importantly of all, bring your badge. I feel like it should be obvious, but make sure you bring your badge, or make sure you have your badge before you leave their home. Because I have.
Yeah, it would fucking suck if you had to get it reprinted and stand in that fucking 6-year line long.
Well, the thing
line
is
long, long line.
Well, that's the thing. It's not even going to be reprinted. If you already received your badge, you're going to have to buy a new one if you forgot it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
fuck you.
At least from what I understand, because there's a replacement fee. Actually, no, you can replace it, but it costs. It's going to cost a fee to replace it. It's like $30, I think, to replace it. To replace a lost badge that you probably paid $40 for at the very least already. So, be mindful. Make sure you have your badge. I've seen so many posts on the ASIN page, for example, of people like asking advice on what to do because they forgot their badge. So I want to make sure you guys bring your badges and make sure you have your badges before you leave your homes if you're going to be staying at the con. Because the last thing you need when you check in is to realize that you forgot your badge at Oklahoma somewhere in your bedroom, and then knowing you have to go back down that long ass line to get it redone for $30.
Right, and that's $30 if you're pouring money.
Exactly. You just lost a good body pillow just reprinting your badge. So, please make sure you have your badge with you. Keep it. I mean, with Ace literally in this week, have it in an open space that's invisible, in a visible area that you can find right away if you're looking for it.
Right.
And when you're leaving, make sure that the badge is the first thing you pack with you on your packing list. So, because that's the only way you can get into the con. You know, that's your ID. That's your gateway. That's your key. That is your key to the key.
Your golden saucer.
I'm not sure what you're referencing, Jarron.
I don't know.
I was referencing key as in key animation or the Clannad and all that stuff. Which, by the way, the voice actors of Nagisa is gonna. I've already said this, but the voice actors of Nagisa is gonna be at Ace in this year, and I'm gonna have her sign my Dango plush. Oh, it's gonna be so good, Jarron.
And then I wish you were marry her.
I wish you were here just so that I can see her heart break when if she sings the Dango Dango Daisuke song.
No, Jomel, I've gotten over it. I've become stronger.
Have you, Jarron?
Yes. Of course.
I don't know. I think you should post a video. You should do a video series of you watching Clannad for like the 7th time.
No, I'm good. I'm done with that anime forever now. I can't watch it again.
How about fun, Charlotte?
You can only watch. No, Key is done. Key is gone.
You're just done with Key. That's it. You're done with Jun Maeda. You're done with Jun Maeda and all of his bullshit writing.
Keep his shit to himself.
He hasn't written anything in a while. I think the last thing he wrote was Charlotte.
Good.
But you gotta watch it. That's the latest thing he's got.
Nope.
Come on. It's not that bad.
I don't know.
It wasn't even that bad. It's pretty.
Because he wrote it. No.
Just because it's Jun Maeda. Just because he.
No.
Like unearthed it from his fucking groins and be like, cry.
Exactly.
Cry, bitch.
Right, exactly. He wants me to die.
Hey Jun Maeda, if you're up for interview, about the anime industry, we are open to interviews from international lands like in Japan. We probably need a translator. But
okay.
Jarron here would love to talk to you about
Big
Clannad,
Keck.
his experiences with it, and maybe if you can send us a copy of Charlotte for him to view. Blu-ray, please.
Biggest Keck.
If Jumel ever
Keck.
came, just as a guest, I would have him sign something and send that to you, Jarron.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I mean, I accept
Yes.
it. Don't get me wrong. I love Clannad, but I don't want to watch it again.
Well, how about Charlotte? Watch Charlotte. You know, it's
No, because it's Clannad, but with
not
powers.
Clannad. Well, yes, there's superpowers, and it was written by Jun Maeda, but
Bad.
it's not. It's not too bad of a hard wrencher. You
Bad.
know. I think you'll be fine, John. Maybe 1 year. Maybe one day I can. Maybe one day I can finesse you into watching, just like how I finessed to watch. This is how I finessed into you watching Steins Gate. 0.
No, I watched Steins Gate initially already.
No, but 0.
And
Though. You were done with the
Yeah.
Steins Gate life, and I finessed you again to 0.
That's true. Yeah, but you're not gonna finesse me with this because I play Kingdom Hearts and I'm already too powerful. My Keyblade cannot be stopped.
What's the thing? This is not darkness we'll be fighting. This is but a big old heart for you to accept, Jarron.
Yeah, but we won't. But they never found out how to get into Kingdom Hearts, and neither will I. Sorry, spoiler alert. I mean, I guess they figured it out, but no one really still knows what the fuck it is. They never answered that question. Is it the darkness?
They probably forgot about how it even works since 2. Let's be honest here.
Dude, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're in a whole nother game now.
What we do know is that there's a
Ar-
box. There's that box,
Right.
and we don't know what the fuck it
box.
is.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 25 with Kingdom Hearts characters, Jarron. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Right.
It'll be a Final Fantasy game with Kingdom Hearts characters because we didn't get any Final Fantasy characters in this Kingdom Hearts 3. Right?
I don't need it.
Well, until then, we have Kojima's baby game. So, we've got a long.
That needs to come out already. Like, I'm tired. I don't want. I need answers.
John, even if he give you answers, he's not going to give you the actual answer. Think about it.
I mean, I can get there.
I don't know. He's given us so much already. I still don't know what the fuck I'm even trying to perceive with Death Stranding. Like, apparently, the latest thing I read on it is how, the babies represent our obsession with social media or with media in general.
What?
I think, yeah, that's where I read somewhere where like Death Stranding
What?
in an interview of like the themes of like Death Stranding, it's that somehow it relates to our obsession with like technology, and that's what the babies represent.
Okay. Why is it in his throat?
Because we're so caught up in social media that we can't speak for ourselves. It's more of an inner self. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, exactly.
Artistic value.
No, Kojima's just fucking insane.
Or he's just being the ultimate troll at this point.
There is a pill that he should be taking and he doesn't.
Or he's just pulling Yoko Taro. He's doing it just for the hell of it because he wants to.
I mean, maybe. I mean, Yoko Taro has some fucking screws loose with him too.
But he's honest about it.
Yeah.
Wasn't the interview was like, why do all these girls wear high heels? He's like, because I like girls wearing high heels. What if Kojima was like, because I like babies coming out of people's throats? Norman Reedus. I've always had a fantasy of Norman Reedus swallowing a baby as he was being butt fucked by invisible ink monsters.
Swallowing a baby. I've always dreamed of it. You're right. I know. I feel like But see, here's the thing. No, not even the people that are working on it with him know what the fuck's going on with that game. They're just Kojima's like, do this, and you're like, why? Just it'll work.
It's like everyone's on an NDA and no one knows what the fuck they're doing. They just code this and don't ask any questions.
Right, exactly. This fucking Kojima's the Shadow Lord.
He's been the enemy this entire time, Jarron.
Exactly.
Watch. I feel like in the game, I feel like he just put himself in the game, and the final boss is Kojima.
It better be. I swear to God. It's either him or Konami. That it has to.
It's either that or like, oh no, final boss is like the baby that comes out of you and then grows up to be like a naked Kojima. Like you vomit out the baby and then it just rapidly like Benjamin Button reverses its way into naked Kojima and then it starts kicking your ass.
Would not put it past him.
It starts kicking your ass with ink tentacles.
Would not put it past him at all, and I would appreciate it so much. Just as zany as AAA game, I'd be so happy about it. But we shall see.
We shall see. I don't think that they're still. It's supposed to come out this year, right? 2019. Is it supposedly?
I fucking hope so.
Cause
I don't remember. Code Vein's supposed to come out this year.
yeah, it is.
Anime Dark Souls.
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna get out of E3 since like 2/3 of the E3s are gone, right?
Sony's backing out, and there was one other.
Is it? Oh, well, no, it wasn't a big E3. I think it was because Microsoft didn't back out, did it?
Microsoft is taking this chance to lay out their dick,
Oh, okay,
and it's big, but it's usually flaccid.
right, right.
Fucking Nintendo's gonna do their Treehouse Live.
Oh yeah.
Then there's all the smaller developers. I wonder if Bethesda's gonna have something.
Oh no, didn't Bethesda? I think it was Bethesda that was like was dropping out, if I remember correctly.
It might be. I mean,
yeah.
Because they don't have anything. They're working on Star Citizen or whatever the fuck it is. They're working on the next Elder Scrolls. 76 died. If E3 might have been something like, oh yeah, the next expansion for 76 is out.
Just more PR for that, probably.
If it was doing well.
No.
But it's not. So
unless they want that to be like a fix meeting. We're like, we heard the complaints. We heard
shutting down
for good.
And then it's gonna come back, but instead of Fallout, it's gonna be Skyrim. And you're gonna wake up in the cart, and that's the whole game. And I'd be happy about it.
I see.
I don't know.
What the hell am I reading? Oh my god.
What are you reading?
I'm reading stuff about Death Stranding right now, and like.
Don't even try to fucking.
Here, I'll just give you the headlines of like each like. One of the big themes per paragraph. Death Stranding is the name of an event in the game. Explosions in the universe is akin to the Big Bang.
Okay.
And apparently the third trailer that we saw is like confirmed to be the earliest part of Death Stranding after the prologue. So.
The third trailer was the one where we saw the baby, right?
Yeah, that's like the earliest part of the game.
Throat.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, no, is it? Isn't the third? The third trailer was the one.
Real?
Wasn't the third trailer the one of him walking around with like different shit on his back, like boxes, a body bag, and something random?
And we saw the lady. We saw the big hand dog thing.
Oh yeah.
That Mr. Man summoned.
Yeah, Mr. Man. That's EA probably.
Yeah, it's just fucking EA.
EA, here's my shitty game.
It's just grabbing at all the money that it possibly can.
Honestly. Oh, man. Damn, it has been 2 years since we started knowing about this guy. Jesus Christ. Well, again, I'm not gonna analyze anything else because this is gonna give me a fucking headache.
You're going to go down a rabbit hole that you aren't prepared for.
It's not gonna be. It's not a hole.
I'll tell you that now.
It's a rabbit void. That's what it is.
If it's fucking black hole, just right up.
If we're going into the mind of Kojima, there's no going back. It's like a fucking black hole abyss, mother. The only thing you probably find down there is probably Yoko Taro chilling somewhere in like the 7th or the 8th level of hell, in that context of things.
God.
But
I just really hope it has a coherent story.
I coherent is probably
It
the
won't,
most.
but
You're probably asking for a lot just for that, just for a coherent story.
I want it to make sense. No.
No, not Kojima. What makes sense? It's like Elon Musk, like building a flamethrower because he can. Kojima, baby game. Why? Why not?
Baby game.
Baby
You're
game.
not wrong. You
It's
ain't
like,
fucking wrong.
like Nani, the fuck is this? And he's like, no, again. Just imagine that first meeting room. First thing he says, babies.
Baby's in his throat. Baby's
Norman
in the
Reedus.
pod.
Norman Reedus eating baby. Comes out his throat. Then tentacle monster, Mr. Man, ink monsters.
And then Guillermo del Toro's like, dude, what the fuck?
Or he starts clapping.
He's
He's
like,
like,
it'll work. It's like, okay.
it'll work. Let's do this.
Well, here's the thing. Him and Norman Reedus and that other guy are still working with him. So,
Oh, yeah.
They're supporting it.
Yeah.
So hopefully that means it's gonna be good.
I mean, this is gonna be one hell of a passion project. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what it's gonna lead up to, but it'll be entertaining. It'll be fun. You know. I mean, I wouldn't mind it to be like a weird cult classic, where 10 years from now, it'll be like, remember Death Stranding? That was one hell of a fucking ride. I'm still mentally piecing everything together. I'm still putting my mind back together after that fucking experience.
I think it's just once that game comes out, that's when the end of the world starts.
You know what? I hope it's VR ready. I
No.
would. Yes, I need.
I don't need VR babies.
If that shit is VR ready, I need to experience that the babies in VR. Like, oh my god! If this is how Kojima intended, I will do
thanks.
what Kojima is requesting. I will experience the
thanks.
baby. It's like being inside one of those like haptic feedback tanks with the water shit. Yeah, I would. What if they just had that kind of experience with Death Stranding?
You just fucking God.
You just hallucinate.
Leave it to him to do some shit like that.
Honestly. But we've been going off tangent here for a little bit. We've been actually going on for a bit, Jarron.
Oh yeah.
The packing list was actually quite a bit of a content for us. I mean, so it's useful for you guys. Honestly, it's not just for Racing this coming year, but like all the other cons coming up in like June, July, August, and then the rest of the year. This is obviously something you guys should take into consideration, especially for you multi-con goers out there. You know,
Right.
like for me, like I've hit at least 2 cons last year. I plan to hit more, so this is definitely something for me to like keep in mind as far as advice goes. But yeah, we have been going on for a little bit now. Sorry, a little bit. I want to check the numbers because I have not checked it because I'm a bad person.
That's okay. I'm a bad person too because I haven't been watching I haven't watched any anime except for Shield Hero this week.
Yeah,
Which
same.
means I didn't catch up on anything that I had missed, like Carol and Tuesday or anything else.
Oh my God, Carol and Tuesday is so good. I don't know what it is.
I know it is.
It's charming. It's quite charming. I mean, we'll talk about this during our mid-season review.
Yeah.
But something like Carol and Tuesday, it's so fucking charming. The music is also refreshingly like
Refresh.
pleasant, or I was gonna say pleasant, because like, wait, did you start listening to one of the girls' like music?
No.
Because I haven't listened to it either. Because I was kind of curious about it. I actually might listen to some, because one of the singers. Well, they're both singers, but you can actually find one of the singers. She has like a bunch of her stuff on her site, so she's got like a unique kind of voice too. So I definitely want to check her out.
Okay.
Oh, but before we go, I want to give a big shout out to Martrell. He recently started an Instagram page. To get into the social media hubbub of things, I guess.
Okay.
His Instagram handle is gonna be King of No Name, so you can feel the edge.
Man.
What do you think of that, Jarron? That's actually his new PSN name now too. King of No Name.
Yikes.
Really?
That's all I gotta say is yikes. Oh fuck! What did I just do?
But yes, follow him on Instagram. He's brand new to the game. He's got I did a photo shoot for him in his Miles Morales Spider-Man cosplay. It was great. That was proud. He was my first Insecure client, so it was hard to get him outside in a costume in public, with the sun out and about. So,
Right.
but there's some good.
And you
there's
did a
some
good
stuff.
job to make him not look like a fat ass.
Yes, exactly. You know me, Jarron. You know how I can work my angles, my my photography. I am a professional. 11 years work of professionalism when it comes to photography.
I
This is
actually the best in
This also-
of my craft.
Hey, I'm also gonna be putting up some shameless advertising here as well, Jarron. By the way, for
Gotta do.
for any of you guys out there that's going to ASIN, or as well as like maybe even the different cons around around the Chicagoland area, I am open for bookings, for cosplay photo shoot bookings. ASIN of this year, I'll be doing one photo shoot a day for ASIN because I don't want to spend my whole time working, obviously. So, but one for Saturday, one for Friday, one for Saturday, one for Sunday. So I'm open for bookings for photo shoots, for cosplays, and all that good stuff. Hit me up on my Instagram page. Well, I made I partnered a new Instagram page with my personal one just for the cosplay photos and all that good stuff. It is based off of our podcast. It is called WBA Cast. The Instagram. That's my Instagram handle for that specific page for cosplay stuff that I do. I'll also be doing a cosplay music video. For the first time ever, because I always found those fun. I always found those fun. So I was like, you know what? I'll make my own, right? I got a new camera. I'll test that out. Jarron, you saw the footage of like Martrell being cool and shit. That was the new camera, and me editing it a little bit. So
it looked good.
So I'm definitely excited. I want to do some. I'm also gonna be doing a lot of shooting out there, probably talking to people. But I'm open to that kind of stuff. The Instagram handle for both Martrell is King of No Name. The Instagram handle for my photography stuff, for cosplay stuff, is WBA Cast. It'll also be labeled underneath my name, Jomel. Hit me up if you're interested. If not, I hope you guys have a wonderful ASIN. I hope you guys have a safe, fun ASIN as well. I will be out there, Jarron, having fun for the both of us. I will do my best for the both of us while you're out. And hopefully by next year you will be able to join me at ASIN 2020.
Yeah, I'll be a bit more mobile by then.
Honestly, and also better planning, just because of like the last time you came over here. So, but we do have some more things planned out for this year. We'll talk about details about that if things come into fruition.
Right.
Oh, make sure to check out the WBA TV channel. We've got 2 new videos up. I've got my video about the Blackpink that I just saw a couple weeks ago. Jarron just put out his review/rant of Sekiro. Quite fun, enjoyable. You can hear his enthusiasm about him getting his butt licked a bunch of times.
Yep. Pretty rather licked.
Very.
Fuck that game.
Rim jobs up the ass and parries non-existent.
And it has the nerve to be harder. Like, all right, so
Sekiro.
Yeah. I don't want to go into it right now.
That's true. So we have been going on for a little bit, guys. Make sure to check out all the links, stuff like that. As always, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading us. As of right now, we're still at 1,700 total downloads right now. Let's get to that 1,800 mark and eventually hit that 2,000 total download mark, and we will be able to do some weird shit for 2K. I don't know what that'll be, but when we get there, we'll get there. As always, guys, my name is Jomel Socorro.
My name is Jarron Gaddis.
And we on the Wannabe Boo podcast bring you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for life.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.